Hello, everyone. How are you doing this wonderful Wednesday evening? Looks like we got some early birds coming in. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to do a quick sound check here, make sure everybody can hear me. As always, give me a thumbs up for good audio, good video, and good Wednesday evening. See a lot of regulars in here and some new faces. Thanks for coming. So I'm going to just take a few moments here and get people down in the attendance. This is the last night for our April attendance. And we'll start again on this Friday with our sessions coming up this Friday. We play games every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but Monday and Friday are on mornings. Looks like I'm getting some comments in here. There we go. Do I get any thumbs up for sound? There we go. Sounds awesome. Great, great, awesome. All right, so we got a packed agenda tonight. I'm just going to blow this up here. We're going to start out with Disney Kids Trivia. We're always going to start on Wednesday nights. That's our longer night with some kids trivia for the first half an hour or so to get my grandkids on selfishly, especially during this stay-at-home orders. We've been doing more live streams and FaceTiming with our grandkids because we don't get to see them. That's probably been the hardest part. And I won't forget to mention our new stickers. So, in fact, if you have one available, if you can bring it to me at some point while we're on here, I would like to show our new sticker. I didn't bring one down with me. If not, I'll run upstairs and get one in just a minute. Okay, so we're going to start with Disney Kids Trivia. Then we'll do some announcements at 8:15. We'll do some music trivia, mostly lyrics tonight. And we'll do some Mad Gam and Punchlines. Those are the three games we've been playing mainly in April. And then we're going to end it off at the top of the hour at 9 o'clock. We're basically going to wrap up April. We'll announce our winner. And then we will talk about our May games. We'll tell you what we're doing in May. We'll play some of those games just as a trial, but we'll go ahead and start giving some points for those. Then we'll do a drawing at 9:30, 9:35 or so. We'll do a channel raid. And then we'll be out of here. So I don't know about everyone here and where you're at, but Missouri just announced, I believe the other day, that Monday is start of getting back to normal. So businesses can start reopening. They have to practice social distancing, but it looks like we're going to start getting back to normal. Just going to say hi to the people that I've got in the room. I show that we've got 13 people in here right now. I see Marlene Brown. You're a new face. Thanks for coming in. K&R Destinations, other motorcycle riders there. Hopefully we get to ride with you guys someday. Meant to be RVing, my wife Christina Solomon, RV Ashes in April, Amy McFarland, the Off-Grid Empath, that's one of our moderators. We also have New Vision Security Services. Hey, Blake, how's it going? Nova Irene's here. RV Reviews, the Air Force guy. Paul is here his first time. He's got a really nice channel on reviewing RVs, one of the larger channels out there that does that. Jody from JC Journey. Sue from Lucky Dog. See if I've got everybody here. Henry does it. Jessica. Jerry Holly's here. I got Mahal, OFW Lebanon. That's a new name as well. And I think that's everybody. RV Ashes in April. All right. So I'm going to get everybody down in attendance. Actually, what I'm going to start doing, because we're getting a larger crowd, is I'm going to start watching afterwards to track the points and the attendance. And then I'll announce those the following week, because we're starting to get close to 20 people in the room, so it's kind of hard to keep up. And I'm sure it's going to grow a little bit this month. So for the first hour here, we'll go ahead and keep points as we go, because we're going to be wrapping up this month at the end of the hour. So let's get started with some Disney trivia. Tonight's theme on Disney trivia is basically just characters. I'm going to describe something, and it'll always be a character in one of the Disney movies. So we'll start out with what I think is a fairly easy one, a little bit more recent one. Let me go ahead and change the screen back here a little bit. We'll go to that. Okay. So here we go. The first one is, what princess creates an ice fortress and hides herself away? Which princess creates an ice fortress and hides herself away? Doesn't have to be spelled correct, but we take the first answer. The first answer is worth 10 points. If you don't have any kids with you, you can answer. If you know the answer, if you have kids with you, make it feel like they are the one answering. Don't answer them all and not let the kids have any fun. What Disney princess creates an ice fortress and hides herself away? All right, we've got answers coming in. It looks like on both of my screens, Henry Does It. Henry Does It has the correct answer on both of my screens here. JC Journey was right behind. Get Henry Does It's points in here. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, the next Disney or kids trivia is, what is the name of the boy who refuses to grow up? What's the name of the boy in Disney that refuses to grow up? Surely, Paul, you watch some Disney movies with your kids or grandkids, right? I like watching the Disney movies by myself sometimes. Who's the boy that refuses to grow up? Looks like we're getting the correct answer in here. Nova Irene says Peter Pan. First one on both screens. Nova Irene gets the points for that. Let's go down here to points. There we go. Okay. Let's do another Disney question. And while I'm doing that question, thanks to the moderators, Christina's here, Amy's here, Henry Does It's here. If you guys want to post a link, not Christina, because she's on her channel. She's my wife, but Henry Does It if you want to post a link to your channel. Amy McFarland, if you want to post a link to your channel in the comments at some point to promote your channel or help people come over and give you some support, we do appreciate you moderating for us. I don't know if anybody else has a huge lag, but one thing that you can do is make sure you click your live button at the bottom. The live button at the bottom will catch you up and make sure you're fully live and that you didn't join with 10-second delay or something like that. Or the other thing you can do is drag that red bar that's at the bottom all the way to the right, but usually clicking the live button will take you right to live. All right, let's do another question. It also depends on your internet a little bit. What young boy creates the make-believe world of the 100-Acre Wood? Which young boy? Which young boy creates the make-believe world of the 100-Acre Wood? Nova Irene was first again. She must have a fantastic internet. She's coming up quick. Fast fingers, fast internet. That combination will get you on the board first. We're going to play some games next month. We've actually added a couple games that are actually going to take that time element out. It's a little frustrating if your internet causes you to always be second, third, or fourth. So we're going to take that time element out on a couple of games we play next month. Starting later tonight, we're going to give a tease into some of those games. One of them is going to be a dog focused game. So if you have pets, well, not dog, any pet, dogs, cats, birds, whatever pet you have, we're doing a fun game there called Paparazzi we'll talk about. Okay, let's go to another Disney trivia here real quick. What Disney heroine pretends to be a young man to protect her father? What Disney heroine pretends to be a young man to protect her father? You picking on people in here, Blake? And it looks like Nova Irene is first again. Where are you at? Are you sitting in my living room? You getting an advantage of everybody? She's not. Usually Christina's doing that, but she's not. So yeah, I can see the lag is pretty bad. Even on my other screen over here. Let me hit my live over here. That's interesting. Okay, Nova Irene gets those points. Yeah, my second screen that I'm watching it on here is way behind. Let me see if there's any other announcements. We do have new stickers. We're going to show those here in a little bit. And while I'm thinking about it here, let me go ahead and post this link into the chat. Let me actually get the link. I posted a chat in there. Let me go find the link for that video. That's going to be our giveaway video tonight. So that's where you're going to want to leave some comments. Let me go get it. It's the one where it was Meet Presley. Meet Presley is the video that we're doing the comments on. Let me just go get a link for that real quick and we'll put it in the comments. All right, comments coming right up. Brady's Vlogs, thanks for coming in. We're just playing some Disney trivia getting started here, and we'll switch over to some other games here in just a bit. So you should be getting that link in there to go leave comments on our latest video. It was a video introducing you to our dog, Presley. Every comment is a entry into the drawing. We do the drawing at the end of the session, and it's worth a $10 gift card, and it's basically completely random, so you don't have to be quick or answer anything like that. All right, let's move along to some more Disney trivia here. Next question is, which Disney character sang the song Colors of the Wind? Which Disney character sang the song Colors of the Wind? Which Disney character sang the song Colors of the Wind? Hey, Cody S., Darlin Design, Star Dim, you guys coming over from JT? That's awesome. Angie S., fantastic. We're just playing a little bit of trivia tonight. We're starting with Disney trivia, and then we'll move into some music trivia, some Mad Gab, a few other things. We got a correct answer here coming in from Henry Does It. Looks first on my screen, I think. Let me double check. Hello, Beyond Beauty 3. I see you there. Thanks for coming in. Nova Irene was right behind you. Henry Does It gets that one. Henry Does It, 10 points. And since we've got some new people here, if you don't have your first name in your channel name, if you'll type your first name in the chat so everybody knows you by first name. I see Philly Road Tech. Hello, thanks for coming in. Kim A, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome. We'll put our go on and do the next Disney trivia here? This movie was named after a mythological hero. It's one of the only Disney movies that was named after a mythological hero. This one might be tough. Then again, it might not be. It's not one of the mainstream common ones that you hear about and talk about. Anybody know that one? This movie was named after a mythological hero. Thanks very much, Life of JT, for sending some people over. We appreciate that. And we've got a bunch of answers coming in right now. Some of the new people were in here with Hercules, but it looks like Nova Irene beat everybody again. Let me double check my other screen. Yep, Nova Irene just barely beat Cody on my screen. So those of you that are just coming in for the raid, we play games every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We keep track of the attendance. We have attendance prizes at the end of each month, and we also have some other gift card type prizes based on the points. And we do a giveaway at every session. Let me get Nova Irene's points in for this one. All right, we're just playing some Disney trivia now for a few more minutes, probably about 10 more minutes, and then we'll do some announcements and then switch over to music trivia. All right, the next Disney question. What character adopted by a young girl is also known as Experiment 626? That's funny, Nova. She won't get any on Mad Gab. She's ruling the Disney trivia, but Mad Gab, that one's a little tougher. Yeah, Mad Gab's a crazy game that you hold up puzzles and you sound it out. You'll have to stick around. We'll be playing it here in just a little bit. Stitch. We've got an answer, Stitch. Stitch is the correct answer, and looks like Darlin Designs got it. Stitch, good job, Darlin Designs. That's worth 10 points. We're at the end of April, so you're on the board. But they're going to start over after today for next month's. All right, another Disney coming right up. Beyond Beauty stinks at trivia, but you do a great interview with other channels. You're getting a lot of channels on. That's pretty cool. I often ask people on the fly if they want to come in, and I've only had a couple do so. I'd like to get more channels that come in and do just brief interviews, but so far we haven't had that. And while I'm talking about that, let me go ahead and put this banner up here. At the bottom, you can see there. If anybody wants to come in, just say, let me in the chat. Somebody will get my attention. I'll send you a link and you can come in and tell us about your channel. Thanks so much for that, Life of JT. I can see you, KNR. You're coming in a little bit behind some of the others. You were third on that last one. Okay, let's go ahead and do some more Disney trivia. Do a couple more here before we switch over to announcements. This character was the feature character that starred in a 2012 animated Disney film of the same name. So it was in 2012. It was a film that had a character in it that the film was named after. One of my favorites. Probably my all-time favorite, actually. Anybody that don't know that Does anybody know that 2012 Disney movie that had a feature character and the movie was named after that feature character? It's not WALL-E. No, WALL-E was quite a bit earlier than that, believe it or not. Not Shrek. Not Nemo. There it is. Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. That is still my all-time favorite Disney movie. And I figured my wife would probably get that hint. Or she wouldn't even needed a hint. She knew what my favorite movie was. All right, we'll do a couple more here before I get rid of this list. What character does the Blue Fairy appoint to keep Pinocchio out of trouble? Which character? What's the character's name that the Blue Fairy appoints to keep Pinocchio out of trouble? Hello, artist on the road. Which character did the Blue Fairy identify to keep Pinocchio out of trouble? Does anybody know that one? It looks like we're getting a correct answer coming in here now, and it looks like it's Nova Irene again on one screen. Let me check the other one. Yes, both screens, Nova Irene with JC Journey, Henry Does It, and Blind Neil right after that. Thanks for coming in, Blind Neil. Lucky Dog Sue's here. And that goes to Nova Irene, 10 points. You got a late start this month, but you're starting to rack up the points with the Disney trivia. Nova Irene is on fire tonight. All right, we'll do one more Disney. I think I've got another good one here. Eva Gabor performed the voice for this character in The Rescuers in 1977. This was one that I watched as a young kid. I love The Rescuers. I gave a trivia one earlier about the little mosquito that was in that. His name was Evinrude because he basically powered a little leaf as a motorboat. That was my favorite character when I was young. Does anybody know the name of the character that Eva Gabor voiced in The Rescuers in 1977? That's probably more of an adult Disney question. I don't think many kids are going to get that one. Rescuers Down Under was later. Rescuers was the first one. Down Under was a bit later. Thanks, Life of JT. Thanks for coming over. Bianca. Bianca is correct. Darlin Designs gets it. Darlin Designs gets it. Bianca. Okay, bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to take 30 seconds and I'm going to run upstairs and get our new stickers. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm dropping stickers everywhere. Okay, so we've been meaning to get stickers for a while. A lot of people, and especially in the RV, full-time RV community, but I imagine other YouTube channels do it as well. They get stickers made and they pass them around so we can present them either on our rig or on a sign or wherever we want to display them. And we started receiving a few, so we finally motivated us to get our stickers done. So the first one we received was from Gary at Daydream About Nice Things. And we also received one from Jerry Holly, Jerry and Diana, and then we received one from Meant to Be RVing, Mike and Teresa, and I think a couple of them were here earlier tonight, Meant to Be RVing and Jerry and Diana. We just got ours in the mail and we're pretty excited about it. We are a dog themed channel and they're dog bone. So this next week we will be sending some stickers out to those who are interested. I will put our email in the chat. If you would like a sticker, you can send us an email. We'll send out a sticker. If you would like to send us your sticker, we'll also send you our address so you can send us your sticker as well. We're not sure where we're going to put them yet. We've got a few ideas, but we'll let you know and show you pictures of them when we do get them displayed. I'll go ahead and type in the email address. Thanks, Artist on the Road. We're pretty happy with them. Chris actually did the design. So Chris does a lot of our logo work, our website work. She built our website, maintains our website. So if definitely we can help out with some of those things too if there's new channels. She does some work for charity channels and our friends that we meet along the way. She does some website work for them as well. There's the email. I just put it in chat. So send us an email over there. Let us know if you've sent us a sticker, if you could send me an email with your address, because I don't think I hung on to the envelopes. So Meant to Be RVing, Jerry Holly, Daydream About Nice Things. If you guys could send us your address so we can get a sticker out to you, that'd be great. Anybody else, if they just want a sticker, also send us your address. So let's do some announcements. Hello, B&D Crafts. Thanks for coming in. We just finished up some Disney Kids Trivia. We're going to switch over to some our normal games here in just a second. I've got a couple of announcements before we do that. All right, so we're going to announce the new May games at the top of the hour, 9 o'clock hour, maybe a little bit before that, if we go a little faster than what I'm anticipating. We've got some really cool games. We've announced a couple of them. We'll announce a brand new one completely tonight that nobody's seen yet, and we'll play a couple of those. We're going to have a new live schedule. We announced this last week. We basically dropped our Friday evenings. We moved it to Friday mornings. So we've got Monday and Friday mornings, and Wednesday evenings is really our premier session, our evening session. And on the Wednesday evening sessions, we'll always start with some kids trivia and then rotate to other games. On Monday and Fridays, we'll probably skip the Disney and kids trivia and do just some normal games and interviews on those sessions. We also have a new video premiere schedule. So we wanted to get more dog footage out there. We have started a series last Monday. In fact, our feature video for this giveaway today is our Meet Presley, which is our Siberian Husky, and that video is all about Presley. The one next Monday will be all about Priscilla, and then every Monday after that, we will have our Monday morning mutts, which will be our dogs doing crazy things, as well as meeting other dogs, dreaming in their sleep, playing zoomies, all the crazy things that dogs do. And so on Friday evenings, we'll also have a travel or a feature video. So our standard travel, destination, RV park reviews, we've got a haunted house one coming up. Those will be on Friday evenings. And all of those will be premieres, so we would love to see you come there. We try to be on each one of those and chat along with our audience. Another thing, one of our moderators who's not able to be here tonight, I think he's working today for the RV park that he's at, Aaron Jemison. He's another YouTuber. He's got a pretty substantial channel in the RV do-it-yourself community, and him and I started a lunch and learn session. We're going to have our third session tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time. So you should be able to find that on our channel and basically set a reminder for that. We're helping people out with basically starting from scratch on YouTube, and this will be our third session. So we're talking about logos and banners and about pages and those types of things. Okay, and stickers received, so appreciate that. And I already shouted out some of the channels that we got some of those stickers from, so really appreciate that. And then I think she's still here. Beyond Beauty 3, she's live a couple of times a day. I think I know every morning, and I think throughout the week she is live and does some interviews. She does some really good interviews. So if you want to go back and watch some of her lives to meet some of these other channels and learn more about them, that's a great way to kind of connect with others in the community here, besides just chatting with them in the chat screen. And I see everybody doing that, which is fantastic. I mentioned the other day that we had a YouTube community violation. So we had just talked on our Lunch and Learn about these violations, and we had never had one, definitely not a community one. We had a video on Facebook that actually was taken down because there was some background music. We disputed that and we won, and they put the video back up. Well, we had a live session. Some of you may know that we put our dogs on camera and we use StreamYard to live stream it so we can watch them while we're gone. We used to just record them, but we didn't get to know what was going on until we got home and looked at the camera. So we started doing this live stream so we could keep an eye on Priscilla while we were gone. She's never really tore anything up besides a shopping bag here and there. She's never really damaged anything. But she does have separation anxiety. So if you go back and watch some of her older videos where we recorded, you'll see she runs around quite a bit. She pants, she drinks water, runs upstairs, downstairs. So we started using StreamYard to keep an eye on her. And about 2 hours into the stream, when we went riding on Sunday, I received an email and it said your video has been taken down for violations, community violations. Somebody had basically lofted a complaint about animal cruelty because we left our dogs home alone, believe it or not. So that was a little disheartening. Well, we've disputed that and they haven't responded. It says they'll respond, but they didn't respond, but the video's back up now. So I assume that means we won the dispute, but I haven't got any clarification around why it was taken down and what the end result was, or that. It was kind of really it was frustrating. At first I'm thinking, how are you supposed to leave your dogs to go to work or anything like that if that's animal cruelty, keeping an eye on your dogs while you're gone. All right, so that's really, I think, the end of our announcements, and we can go ahead and jump into our next game. And our next game is going to be music trivia. They're worth 10 points. You do need to be first. You don't have to spell it correctly. And with music trivia today, we are going to be doing mostly the lyric game. So I've got a bunch of lyrics pulled up here. Now, each of these are worth basically 10 points for the correct artist and 10 points for the correct song. So you kind of have to make a decision on whether you want to be quick and get one for sure or try to type them both in. And if you type them both in and you're first, then you get 20 points. If you just get one, it's 10 points, and the other person who's first gets 10 points. Now, if it's a song that's recorded by a couple of artists, I will also give multiple points for the artist that recorded that. So I'm going to read off some lyrics, and basically, as soon as you think you know either the song or the artist, you're going to type that in, and whoever's first on both of my screens is going to get 10 points. So our first song is coming up here. Here's the lyrics. Out of the blue and into the black, you pay for this and they give you that. Once you're gone, you can't come back. When you're out of the blue and into the black. Classic song. I don't think I'll have to give any hints for that one. We're looking for the artist and the song name. Song name's worth 10 points. The artist is worth 10 points. Music trivia. Guess the song from the lyrics. Anybody got that one? I don't see anything coming in yet. It's not Back to Black. Anybody got the artist or the song? Do I need to read some more? I thought people would get that one. That was a huge song. Let's see here. The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. Is the tale of the Johnny Rotten. It's better to burn out than fade away. The king is gone and he's not forgotten. Nobody knows that one. We might have to skip this one. I don't see any. ZZ Top is not correct. Give it just a few more seconds here, see if anybody gets it. If not, we'll move on to the next lyric. Not AC/DC. All right, we're going to move on. That was Neil Young. Hey, hey, my. Rock and roll can never die. Hey, hey, my. Rock and roll can never die. All right, and JC Journey came in with Neil Young right when I was saying it, so I'm going to give him the 10 points for the group. No points for the song. All right, let's move on to the next lyric. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? We're looking for the artist and the song name. Artist and the song name. And there's a couple of artists that did this one for sure. One real prominent. The other one was pretty prominent too. Yep, I saw JC Journey got Neil Young. We gave him 10 points for Neil Young, but nobody got the song. So now we've got JC Journey with Blowing in the Wind. That's the correct song. And the artist is Bob Dylan. It looks like Ventures of Moon Man got that. Song Blowing in the Wind. Well, let me look here. Yep, I think that's right. Blowing in the Wind's the first one I see here from JC Journey. So that's 10 points. And then I see Bob Dylan. Wrong song there, but correct artist, Bob Dylan. So Adventures of Moon Man gets 10 points, and JC Journey, Jody gets 10 points. Welcome back, Adventures of Moon Man. Hope you're doing well. Hey, you still got the 10 points for getting the artist. No worries. All right, let's do another lyric. I called your mom about 3 or 4 nights ago. I called your mama about 3 or 4 nights ago. Well, your mother said, son, don't call my daughter no more. You say I've been spending my money on other women. You've been taking money from someone else. That's part of the chorus. Artist and song. Anybody know that one? There's actually not much more lyrics to that. So if we don't get it off of that, I can't give much more hints there. It's a very popular song. Not Tom Petty. Eric Clapton, Before You Accuse Me. That is the correct answer. It looks like we've got it here from Artist on the Road. So she gets 20 points. 20 points. That's our points leader. She's way out in front. She's most likely going to be our champion this month unless a miracle happens. We've been calling her a ringer all month because she's great at Mad Gab especially. All right, let's do the next song. This is one of my favorite songs. There's a couple of groups that sang this as well. One's probably a little bit more known than the other group. I can't help about the shape I'm in. I can't sing, I ain't pretty, and my legs are thin. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answer that you want me to. Does anybody know the name of that song or any of the groups that recorded it? See if we got any answers coming through here. I'm not seeing any. It's not Stairway to Heaven. Everybody stumped on that one? I remember listening to that song on my cassette tapes in the shower. And we've got the correct answer. Oh well, Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac is the correct answer. The second verse goes, now when I talk to God, I knew he'd understand. He said, stick by me, I'll be your guiding hand. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answer that you want me to. Oh well. Good job, Artists on the Road. All right. I got time for another lyric here before we switch games. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles. Such are promises. All lies and jest. Still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. The first line probably give it away. I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. Looking for the name of the song and the name of the artist. I can relate to that. I knew some of the lyrics, but I also find out, wow, I've been singing that wrong for 40 years. It's not Queen. It's not Queen. Does anybody know the answer to those lyrics? I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have squandered my resistance. Not Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And it looks like Artist on the Road has got it. The Boxer, Simon and Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel. Okay. See where we're at here on time. We got time for one more lyric. Hello, The Adventures of Frank and Tina. You were just right behind Artist on the Road on that last one, but you did have the correct answer. It was a great song. It was huge back in the day. All right, here we go. Let me find the one that I wanted to do. There are those who think that life has nothing left to chance, a host of holy horrors to direct our aimless dance. A planet of playthings, we dance on the strings of powers we cannot perceive. The stars aren't alive, or the gods are malign. Blame is better to give than receive. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice that should give it away. That's the chorus right there, but it's not the name of the song. I'll read that chorus again. This was a huge song, huge song. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. That's a classic line right there. And it looks like Artist on the Road is going to get them again. So she's a ringer at music trivia sometimes too. Let's see here. Free Will by Rush. Artist on the Road was right ahead of Lucky Dog. All right, we're going to wrap up music trivia for April and move on to our next game. And what is our next game? Let's find out. Mad Gab. All right, so those of you that have not played Mad Gab, it's somewhat fast-paced and interesting. And this one is one that you do have to get right. So I'm just going to take my screen share off here because we don't need that right now. You do have to spell this exactly right. Spaces and punctuation and capitalization isn't required, but spelling it correctly is required. And we're going to throw up a card for Mad Gab, and basically you have to be first with your answer, and it has to be accurate. And basically the cards on Mad Gab have a bunch of different words on them, but we're looking for you to say that out loud and sound out basically what it's trying to say. It's either a phrase or a person, something like that. It looks like I've got Free Will stuck in Artist on the Road's head. Good night, Kim A. Thanks for coming in. You guys are on the East Coast, maybe getting late. Yeah, it looks like Chris is trying to get Artist on the Road to leave. All right. Nova Irene wants to go back to Disney. Yep, that's true. Rat Pink, I didn't see you come in. Neil Peart. Was it just last year? I get my time so messed up. I know he passed from a long battle with cancer, and it seems like it wasn't that long ago, like maybe last year or earlier this year. But sometimes I think that, and it's been many years. I thought AC/DC's guitarist just died like last year, but it's been like 3 or 4 years since Angus's brother actually died, Malcolm Young. All right, here we go with Mad Gab. First puzzle is up. Again, it's good to say it out loud. And some people need a quiet audience. They need me to be quiet so they can say it out loud and hear themselves. So I'll try to be quiet. Make sure you take your time typing it in, but typing it as fast as you can without making a misspelling. He died this year in January. I didn't think it was that long ago, but I think he had it for quite a few years. You're close, but that's not actually completely accurate. He's good for a laugh. It's a little different than that. Oh, he's good for a laugh. That's a little closer. And there, I think we got the correct one. Always good for a laugh is the answer we were looking for. And our first and second place point getters were right there battling it out. Artist on the Road gets that. Go right into our next puzzle. Next puzzle is up. We'll play Mad Gab for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll switch to our punchlines game to wrap up our points in April. Mad Gab. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Looks like we got some answers coming in here. I never make mistakes is the correct answer. JC Journey almost had it. They still were second, and they actually left off the S, but they quickly corrected it. Artist on the Road gets that with I never make mistakes. Sometimes our fingers trip over each other. I know that. When I'm doing demos, I do software demos for, that's what I do for my career. And I do a lot of them on screen share just like this. And I usually type pretty accurately, but when I'm talking and doing a demo and trying to type and filling in while I'm going, I always type it wrong. And I just leave it that way. I just tell them I'm not going to correct the spelling because I would never get it right when I'm trying to do two things like that. Okay, let's go with this one. See if we got any answers coming in here. It looks like Artist on the Road is right in front of JC Journey one more time on both screens. That's correct. City Slicker was correct. She just barely beat you to it, Jody. A City Slicker. Did seem like it is easier. That would be that was close, but a City Slicker was the correct answer. We'll go with this one here. Do a couple more Mad Gab before we switch to punchlines. Punchlines are funny, and you don't have to be first on punchlines. We give out a lot of points on punchlines. And next month we're going to play more games that are not dependent on being first, so that the internet doesn't come into play here. Don't see anything coming in on this one yet. Jody, you were first that time, but you left out the first word, and Lucky Dog got it right after you. The icing on the cake. The icing on the cake. But you were first. Yes, you did beat Artist on the Road. On my screen, I show icing on the cake right above Artist on the Road on both screens. Are you passing out? Are you fainting? Actually, last month you guys were pretty even, and most of this month you have been too. I think Artist on the Road's been on more sessions than you, but she's definitely been doing well. Next puzzle's up. I'm also going to put the link to that video to comment on. Each comment is an entry for tonight's drawing. You do have to be present to win, so stick around for another hour or so when we do the drawing. No sex before marriage. No sex before marriage is correct. And Artist on the Road is first on that one. Artist on the Road. Okay. Let's do another one here. Let's do this one. This one looks fun. We will move to punchlines after one more Mad Gab after this. Batteries not included. Artist on the Road was right before JC Journey, and B&D Crafts got it right that time. You're right behind Artist on the Road and JC Journey. We'll do one more Mad Gab. This is the last Mad Gab for the month. Let me make sure it's a good one. There we go. I like this one. That's the last Mad Gab for this month's competition. We will probably play it less next month, but we will still play it. She's not, I promise. She's not sitting next to Christina. Christina's not even sitting in this room up here where she can hear. She's downstairs, so she can't be cheating tonight either. And it's funny, Nova Irene was super fast on the Disney trivia, beating everybody, and now Artist on the Road is doing the same thing. Here, it looks like she beat Christina and B&D Crafts. B&D Crafts had from 0 to hero. From zero to 60. From 0 to 60 is the correct answer. Let me check both screens here. And Artist on the Road was first on both. From 0 to 60 was what we were looking for. So we will retire Mad Gab for the month of April. And let me get those points in, and we will switch to our last game of the April competition, last round of punchlines. I don't know if everyone saw it, but I did. We just recently reached 1,000 subscribers, and when you reach 1,000 subscribers, you get some new features on YouTube. So I can now ask polls, post things in our community section of our YouTube page. So you may see a notification popped up. If you're subscribed to our channel and you click the notifications, you should get a notification when we ask about a poll. And I sent one right before this session asking what your favorite game was. So if you have a chance sometime tonight to answer that, that would be great. But before then, you definitely want to go leave a comment on our latest video, which was Meet Presley. If you get a chance to watch that, it's a funny video, but for right now, just pop over there at some point when I'm yabbering about announcements or so on, and leave a comment or 2 or 3, because each comment is an entry into the night's drawing for $10 at an Amazon gift card that we'll do at the end of the night. So we're going to switch on over to our next game, which happens to be punchlines. So the way we do punchlines is we throw up a joke or a meme, we block out the punchline, and then I give 90 seconds, which I'm going to start the timer right about now. And what we're looking for is either a correct or a creative answer. If it's an absolutely correct answer, you get 20 points. If it's creative, you get 10 points. And I'm pretty free with my 10 points on that. So just make sure you put in some type of answer here that you think is funny. My wife and I were watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire while we were in bed. I turned to her and said, "Do you want to have sex?" "No," she answered. I then said, "Is that your final answer?" She didn't even look at me this time, simply saying yes. So I said, and that's when the fight started. So what might I have said? Well, let's go see what people think. Thank you on that, B&D Crafts. It's not easy on YouTube. Subscribers don't come real easy. You've got to do some really good content. Oh, lower third block. Let me get that off of there. There you go. Thank you, Amy. I'd like to phone a friend. So I said, I'd like to phone a friend. That probably would start the fight. I want to call a friend. Are you sure you don't want to phone a friend? TMI. Timer just went off. I think everybody was on the right track here. I'd like to poll the audience. All right. Okay. I think, let's see what it says here. Let me go back. I think we had a correct answer. Then I'd like to phone a friend. Yes. So we've got, I'd like to phone a friend. I want to call a friend. Are you sure you don't want to phone a friend? I think I'm going to give 20 points to everybody that had that because they were all right, almost exactly on the right track. All right. So let's move on to our next one. Good job, guys. That one wasn't very hard. I think it was a little too obvious. Maybe this one will be better. This one's better. This one's better because I think there's a lot more answers to this. Maybe it might be something that I could be wrong. Maybe everybody will say the same thing. Most useless purchase of 2019. What's everybody think the most useless purchase of 2019 was? We're going to start the timer now. Again, if you get the exact answer, it's worth 20 points. Other answers are worth 10 points apiece. Let's see what kind of answers we're getting in here. Most useless purchase of 2019. A 2020 date book. Toilet paper. A 2020 planner. A car. Because you can't go anywhere now, right? You got a new car and you got to sit at home. A 2018 planner would be pretty useless in 2019 too. Yeah, that's right. And time is coming up here. Let's go see what the answer was. A 2020 planner, and we have the exact answer here with Nova Irene. So 20 points for Nova Irene, 10 points for everybody else that answered that question. All right, let's get to the next punchline. Wanted. A man has been stealing wheels of police cars. Police are, this is basically like a press conference or a wanted poster. But what are police doing? What are police doing here? I'm starting the timer. Wanted. A man has been stealing wheels off police cars. Police are, what are they doing? What would they be doing if people were stealing their wheels? Oh, that was a good one for the last one too. But your first one was worth 20 points, but that's a creative one right there as well. Any answers coming in here yet? Let's take a look, see what we're getting. Police are tired. Police are walking the beat. They're at a standstill. They're fleeing on foot. They're working tirelessly to catch them. They're pretty good ones. See how much time we got left here. We got about 20 seconds left. Police are tired. They're walking the beat. They're at a standstill. They're fleeing on foot. They're working tirelessly, or they're at the donut shop. I like that one. All right, good. Okay, let's see if we got a correct answer here, and I think we do. Working tirelessly to catch him. So Artist on the Road, 20 points, 10 points for everyone else. All right, so we're talking about vehicles over here since we posted the vehicle. Yep. 66 Ford truck called Lulu. Spinning their wheels, Amy. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, let's move on to the next punchlines. Got a few more minutes left here. Quarantine tip. Your pants will never get too tight. Blank. Finish this sentence. Your pants will never get too tight. Specific to the quarantine. Put those two together. You may have seen this one. A lot of these are floating around Facebook. That's where I get them from. Hey, Imagine Your Odyssey. We're playing punchlines, so we're just trying to finish the memes with the punchline. Northwoods RV Life. Hey, great. People coming over from Northwoods RV Life. They were just live. Unfortunately, our lives are head-to-head on Wednesday nights. They're a channel that's similar to the same size as us. Avenger RV Adventure, Northwoods RV Live. Thanks for coming over. Quarantine tip. Your pants will never get too tight. We're looking for to fill this in. 90 seconds here. We've got one answer. If you don't wear them, that's pretty good. And we've got another one. Your pants will never get too tight for a Zoom meeting. That's timely today. Your pants will never get too tight. Keep your head up. If you don't wear them, we've got the same thing going on. If you give them away, they'll never get too tight. I like that as well. The way this works, if you get an exactly correct answer, it's worth 20 points. If you get any other answer that's nice and creative, I give 10 points. We keep track of those points all month, and then we give prizes out at the end of the month. When you don't put them on, that's a good one too. All right, time is up here. So let's go ahead and do the reveal. If you don't wear any, I think we have a correct one here. If you don't wear pants, nursing our travel dog. If you don't wear them, but we have an if you don't wear any here, again, Artist on the Road, exactly perfect. So Artist on the Road, our point leader, gets 20 points and 10 points to everyone else that answered there. The very creative answers. I think my favorite actually was if you give them away. If you don't strap them behind your ear. Okay, I've got a new favorite. That one's my new favorite. There we go. All right, let's continue on with the punchlines here. This is one of my favorite. It just popped up last week. My wife actually sent this one to me. Did I get fat during the quarantine? Husband says, "You were never really skinny." I don't know what guy would ever say that, but this guy did. And what was the result? Did it start a fight? What happened here? What you grilling? What you grilling for dinner? We had some chicken and veggies. It was good. Yep, we've got a lot of naked running around right here with the quarantine. Why wear clothes when you're at home, right? I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Those that came over from other channels, we appreciate that. There's lots of good channels that are live. What kind of answers are we going to get coming in here on this meme? You were never really skinny. We've got a dead man walking. Guy with a death wish. That's when the fight started. That was good. We did a few earlier that were basically that when the fight started. That's when the fight started. That would be very fitting here. We'll have to wait 30 more seconds here, 45 more seconds here till we see. Oh, we actually got another one up here. Time of death 4/29/20, 10:40 a.m. That was this morning. This happened this morning, and this guy died. And Nursing on Travel Bug is fixing some delicious rockfish and chicken, some Italian sausage. Yep, it's good to fix things for multiple days. We do that at home and also we're gone. Okay, let's see here. Boy, the couch is uncomfortable. That'd be the husband sleeping on the couch. I'm filing for divorce. So you signed your death. This was a good one. And that was the last thing I remember. Yeah. Are you confusing me with your girlfriend? Those are all really good ones. Our RV reviews by the Air Force guy, he just plugged in the date and time. He doesn't remember the actual as if this was a true story. It was a meme that was floating around in the last week. So let's reveal the answer, and you will see that he was on the right track. It was actually a few days ago. Death cause 4/25/20, 11:23 p.m. But there was a twist to it. The cause of death was the coronavirus. So we're going to give you RV reviews by the Air Force guy. We will give him 20 points for being the closest, and everybody else that answered will give 10 points. We're getting down towards the end of the month here. We had our point leader way out in front. We've got one more punchlines before we wrap up our games for April. This guy's shopping for a car. He gets asked cargo space. And what's he respond when the guy asks about cargo space? What could he possibly respond? Can't really even see what kind of car it is, but what was the salesman's response? What might he have said? That's a good one. I like your creativity. How many illegals can it fit in it? 1,000 rolls of toilet paper. Toilet paper is a popular answer these days, thanks to all the hoarding that happened with this pandemic. Cargo fast. That's a good one too. So one of the advantages of us having our stick and bricks home that we are now in right now during this situation is we stock it up. We stock it up so that when people are coming in and leaving with short-term rentals for Airbnb and VRBO, so we have plenty of toilet paper stocked up. 150 miles per hour. No, the car can't go space. No cargo on road. 20 illegals and 10 grams of cocaine. Big enough to hold 2 bodies. No rockets to go to space. About 20 more seconds here and we'll go reveal this. You can treat your wife. Oh my gosh, this is getting funnier. I'm glad to see these answers rolling. This is why Punchlines has been one of my favorite games. But we've got a new game coming up that I think is going to be just as fun. And we'll be moving to that in just a moment. Let's go reveal what this is. Let me get rid of this here. We got one more. Will it fit my wife and kids? Let's go see what he says. Car no do that, car no fly. So I just thought that was humorous. But I think we got some better answers here. I would say that, let's see here. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, they were all pretty good. 10 points for everybody that responded. Just your first answer. If you answered multiple times, it's just 10 points. Okay, cool. So I think that takes us to our last punchlines. Oh, I've got a couple more here. Let's see what time we got. We're kind of coming up on time. So we will do this one next time. So let me stop sharing here for the moment. See where I want to go from here. All right, we're now to the point where we're going to announce the winners for the month. And so let's go. I think we know this month we did it. We changed kind of the format from last month. We did a first place, second place, and third place. This month we did basically instead of just doing first place, second place, and third place all on points, we're giving an attendance prize, which was based on the person that has the most attendance. And the person that has the most attendance is Artist on the Road. She's also the person with the most points. I guess those two kind of go hand in hand, at least in her case. She was very good at Mad Gab, very good at music trivia. So for having the most attendance, she gets a $10 gift card. And then we won't know what she wins for having the most points. She had 1,410 points. Second place was actually Sue, who was our first place winner, tied with Henry. Henry does it last month. And Sue actually finished with 750 points. And Henry does it finished with 460 points. And they were, again, it looks like first, second, and third. Fourth place was Aaron Jemison with 390 points. So that's how we finished up this month. Our first place prize winner, Artist on the Road, you're going to get that $10 gift card. We'll combine that with the total amount of subscribers we picked up for the month of April. I think I've already got rid of my banner here, but those of you that have been playing along, you know that this month we basically created the first prize on however many total subscribers, net subscribers we pick up in April. We started at 944. Last time I checked, we were at 1,020. So I think that's around 66, if my math is correct. Let me see where we're at now. But we're basically going to not cut that off until tomorrow at midnight, end of the month. 1,024. So we're right at. Actually, that's 80. That's 80 subscribers. So picked up 80 subscribers right now so far. So whatever it is at midnight tomorrow night, we'll add that total to the $10, and then we'll send you a gift card for that entire amount. So we really appreciate that. And we've got one more giveaway for the month of April. Actually, every session we do a live giveaway at the end. We're still going to do that here tonight. But now we're to the point where I want to talk about May's games, because we got some pretty cool games coming in on May. Let me see if anybody new is in here I need to say hi to. I thought I saw somebody new. Maybe not. Oh, okay, cool. So thanks for everybody that played in April. Some of you are just coming on towards the end. We really just started this at the end of March, and we didn't have a set schedule in March. April, we tried to have a set schedule. We've modified that a little bit the last couple of weeks, and we're going to try to keep this schedule in May. It will probably change in June, because if everything goes well, we're going to get back on the road with our 5 grandkids. So I don't think I'll have as much time to play 3 times a week, but we'll see how it goes. But let's talk about May for now. Let me pull up our May contest. We're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm pretty excited about some of the games we're going to play. Let's share my screen one more time here. Okay, so May games and prizes. That's actually not what I wanted to share. I've got a document that explains the May games and prizes. So let me share the correct screen here. There we go. May contest for the month of May. Where's my screen at? There it is. All right, for the month of May, we'll be playing games on Monday at 8 a.m., Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., and Friday at 8 a.m. to earn points toward the end of month giveaway prizes. We have some new exciting games to add to the rotation. Those games are facts, falsies, and fiction. We're going to play some of that in just a minute. But basically, the way that works, you have 5 total clues about a specific YouTube channel, only one of which is true, and that's our fact. 2 of which are accurate about other channels, but not the channel that we're going for here, not the channel that we have on that slide. So those are going to be falsies because they're true, but they're not true about that channel. And then we have 2 other hints that are completely made up fiction. You'll have 90 seconds to basically chat your favorite guesses, one guess only. And basically, this month, instead of multiplying all the points by 10, I'm just going to keep it really easy. It's 1 point. So if you get the correct answer and you only answer one time and it's your first answer, it's 1 point. You don't have to be first. Anybody that answers in that 90 seconds and gets the correct channel gets a point. We've got another new game called Paparazzi. Before I move on to that, notice here at the bottom of the screen, we need your help. We need your help with the falsies, facts, and fiction. Basically, just facts is what we need. We need some facts about you that are interesting. And you can see here that Lucky Dog sent us some today. We got a few from some other people as well. Hey, Scott Jacobs, I see you there. Thanks for coming in. But if you can send some information to us, 1 or 2 or 3 facts about yourself or somebody that's featured on your channel, that would be greatly appreciated, and we'll feature you in the game from time to time. That will help promote your channel and also be a whole lot of fun. So Paparazzi is going to be a dog-focused game, so we're pretty excited about that. So this one is going to be focused on how much you know about other channels, similar to facts, falsies, and fiction, but it's focused on their pets. So I'm going to get the name of people's pets, the breed, type of pet it is, maybe a unique characteristic about that pet, and if possible, a picture or 2 of that pet. And then we're going to basically show that on the screen, and you'll again have 90 seconds to answer. And if you do answer correctly, you'll get 1 point. You don't have to be first. We've also got another new game that we're going to play that we played once this month just to kind of test it out, called Trivia Bingo. And Trivia Bingo is basically, we just continue to play the trivia that we're playing, but we'll be playing different genres and different eras of trivia. And if you get trivia correct, and you do have to be first on that, you'll actually get a box and a bingo board. And if you get a bingo, you'll actually get 25 total points. So it's worth 25 times more than the other game. Now, you'll still get 1 point for answering each one of those correct, but 25 points if you get a bingo. So it's a way to really jump ahead in that game if you get lucky enough to get a bingo. So that's the new games. Let me get over here to that document. Where is it at? Right here, so I can scroll it up. We'll also continue to play Mad Gab. Those will be worth 1 point. 1 point for trivia as well. The difference between Mad Gab and trivia is Mad Gab has to be spelled correctly. Trivia does not have to be spelled correctly. As long as I know what you mean, you'll get it. It'll be worth 1 point. Punchlines we just played, correct answers are worth 2 points. Any creative answers are worth 1 point. So those are all the games that we're going to roll through in May. So we'll probably play Mad Gab and music trivia a little bit less, and we'll focus more on those new games and punchlines, which is always fun. Now, we're also doing something a little bit different with the prizes. And we welcome feedback and creative ways to spice up these games, or also different prizes that we can do. But one thing we wanted to do, I was struggling a little bit with, it felt like we're unable to put as much towards our charities, and that was part of the mantra of our channel, pay it forward. So in this month, you're playing to win. There'll be an element that you win, but there's also an element of charity that we're including. So we're going to once again go back to 3 point winners. first, second, and third, are going to win on the points this month. And since we just reached 1,000 subscribers, now what's important to us is watch hours. So this month, we're going to basically divide our watch hours by 10. So last month, or this current month, we're somewhere around 600 watch hours. So if we do 600 to 700, 800 watch hours, that means first place will be around $60, $80, somewhere in that range. If it's higher than that, it'll be higher, but we're going to donate that amount in your name to a selected Pause and Effect charity partner. And we'll show you where you can find those. They're on our website. Our charity partners are on our website. And it's anybody that's featured on our website or anybody that we've done a podcast about. And we'll donate that amount to that charity partner in your name. You'll also receive a gift for a gift card for $25 that's sent to you. Same thing for second place, same amount. So the same amount's going to go to charity, but you'll just receive a $10 gift card. Third place, same exact amount to charity, but $5 gift card. So first, second, and third all are going to give a higher amount to charity, and we're pretty excited about that. We're going to continue the attendance prizes. In this case, top channels that attend the most sessions for May, this current month, April. Artist on the Road got that. She attended 12 sessions. That's all the sessions we had. We had 3 per week, 4 weeks. That's 12 sessions. She was the only one that did that, so she gets the $10 gift card. We're going to do that for next month as well. And if there's a tie, we'll give it to multiple channels. And then just make sure you say, I'm here when you join so that we get you down in the attendance. Now, on Wednesdays, we're actually going to start doing 2 gift cards on Wednesdays, and we're not going to do them at all on Mondays or Fridays. Basically, those 2 drawings are going to be picked from our random comment generator, as we've been doing, one from our most recent Friday premiere and one from our most recent Doggy premiere on Mondays. So we'll do one from each of those. So make sure you comment and watch both of our videos that premiere each week. So that's Monday. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. That's what we're going to be doing for the month of May, All right, I know that was a lot, but we're pretty excited about it. Hope everybody's happy with it. Give me a thumbs up if you think that's a good plan. If you like the new games, and we'll get to playing them. Now, one thing I'm going to do different, because we're getting more people and it's hard for me to keep track of the attendance while we go. And it's also hard for me to get all the points in. So what I'm going to do is basically go back after the session's over and put in all the points. And then at the start of each session, I'll give a rundown of the points and of the attendance at the start of each session. But that way we can keep going and having fun and not be delayed while I'm over here doing keeping track of the points and so on and so forth. All right, thanks, Artist on the Road. We're getting some thumbs up coming in. And where that takes us here now is back to some games, I think. We're going to go ahead and start with some Trivia Bingo. We started that a little bit last week. I think we played 1 or 2 games of that. So let me pull that up. Oh, and before I pull that up, all right, actually, let me go ahead and share it, and then I'll come back. There's one thing I want to cover. Okay, so I also want to put this banner up. So we talked about those 2 games, the one where you can send us information, a fact about your channel. For the paparazzi, we also need your help. And I think I've got a banner for that down here somewhere. There we go. Same thing. If you have the ability to send us a picture of your pet in our email, please do so. Contact us at pauseeffect.com, as well as their name and their breed. If you've got multiple pets, you can do so. It can be dogs, cats, whatever you want. Something that would identify your channel, especially if they're featured in any of your videos. And we're going to play that a little bit here in just a second as well. So if you can send us those facts or those items about your pets, we would greatly appreciate it. So let's get into our Trivia Bingo here. So here's the board. We played 3 games of it last week when we first introduced this, and the winners of the 60s and older music was Nova Irene. The winners of the 70s music was Artist on the Road. The winner of the 80s music was Artist on the Road. Tonight we're going to move into the sports, and we're going to do a couple from the sports section here. So let me go find those sports questions. We've never done any sports questions. We'll see how people are on sports. So we're going to start with an 80s question. Which team in the 1980s won the Super Bowl by the largest margin? They were a Super Bowl winner in the 1980s, and they won by the largest margin. Don't have to spell it right, but we are looking for the first correct answer for the team that had the largest margin of any Super Bowl winner during the 1980s. And once we have that answer, it's going to go right into that box. Don't see any correct answers or any answers coming across yet. San Francisco, that's a great answer. That's probably what I was thinking in my head, but that's actually incorrect. Cowboys is incorrect. We've got another San Francisco, not correct. The team on the losing end hasn't lost a whole lot since then. This is the correct answer. It was the Chicago Bears against the pre Tom Brady Patriots. So I think Steve Grogan was the Patriots, or it might have been Jim Plunkett at the time. I'm not sure which one it was, but they had a really good running back. They had a good running big game. The Patriots got off to, I think, a 10-0 lead and ended up losing 55-10 or something like that. So Chicago Bears is the correct answer. So JC Journey, you're going to go in right here on the 80s. I'm not going to add it right now because I actually got to go out of presentation mode, but I will watch this again. I'll get the correct answers in there. So JC Journey is going to get the 80s spot on sports. Let's move on to the next sports question. Who won baseball's first World Series in the 50s? In the 50s. Who won baseball's first World Series in the 50s? So I guess that'd be 1950, unless for some reason there wasn't a World Series that year. Who won baseball's first World Series in the 50s? Or actually, yeah, it must have been 1950. Yes, you can answer more than once. You can answer more than once as long as you're first. Who won baseball's first World Series of the 1950s? It is not the Red Sox. They did not win a World Series since 1908 until they won one recently, right? And it looks like Amy's got the correct answer here with the Yankees. The Yankees, Amy McFarland. I see, let me go above there and make sure I didn't miss it. I see Red Sox, Oakland, Brooklyn Dodgers, Red Sox, and then the Yankees. So Yankees are correct. Yankees are correct. So Amy McFarland will get the 60s and older sports. 60s and older sports will go to Amy McFarland, and we will show this board at the start of next time. We'll be playing this more. Let's go ahead and do another sports here while we're on it. We've done a 50s, we've done an 80s. Let's do a 90s. Whose home run record did Mark McGwire break in the 1998 season? This will go in the 90s box. Whose home run record did Mark McGwire break in the 1998 season? Good guess, Amy. That's a pretty good guess to just about any World Series. They've won twice as many World Series as anybody else. The Yankees. I think the Cardinals and Dodgers are the next closest. The Yankees have won somewhere close to 30. Last time I remember it was like 26, and the Cardinals and the Dodgers were somewhere around 11, 12, 13 in there. It was not Babe Ruth. It was not Babe Ruth. It was not Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron was the all-time home run leader. Babe Ruth was the single season and all-time leader for many, many years, but Hank Aaron broke his all-time record, and this player who was also a New York Yankee, but he also played with the Cardinals for a little while. Nobody's got the right answer yet. I think we're seeing it right here. Oh, Artist on the Road got it right before Nursing Our Travel Bug. Roger Maris. Roger Maris is the correct answer. Let me double check. Make sure that that's the first Roger Maris I see. And it is. So that's 90s. Artist on the Road is going to get the 90s in sports. 90s in sports. Okay, let's do one more. We'll do the 70s. Who won the most Super Bowls in the 70s? Which team won the most Super Bowls in the 70s? This will be our last trivia bingo question tonight. We'll move on to a different category on Friday. Who won the most Super Bowls in the 70s? Who won the most Super Bowls in the 70s? Green Bay is not correct. Steelers is correct. And it looks like Lucky Dog has got that one. I see Lucky Dog first on one screen, waiting for the other screen to update. And there it is. Lucky Dog gets that correct answer. So Lucky Dog will go in with the 70s in the sports, and I will update this before our Monday session. And we will continue playing bingo with movies, history, TV, or come back and finish out our music and sports as well. So if you like the trivia bingo, now again, not only will you get a spot on the board, but you'll also get a point for each of those correct answers. So I'll add those in as well. And when you join on Friday, the first thing we'll do is throw up our points leaders and where we stand on our points board. So next, let's come back to the games here, share my screen. I think the next one is our facts, falsies, and fiction. If you like the trivia bingo, give me a thumbs up for that one as well. Okay, we've got a few minutes left here. We'll play a couple more new games, and then we will get to our drawing. And we will head into May this weekend. Actually, Friday is the first day of May, so our next session is on May 1st. We're getting kind of a jump start on our May games here. So here we go with facts, falsies, and fiction, and we're going to start off with one about me. And so 2 of these are completely fiction. 2 of these are correct, but not about me. They're about another channel. One of these is a fact about me. Did I quit my job and drove to California at 18? Have I went geocaching in 5 different countries? Did I once pass out on the Strip in Las Vegas? Did I once break my arm running from a boy? Did I climb the bluffs along the Mississippi River? So you've got 60 seconds to put your answer in. And again, you don't have to be first here. Any correct answer is worth a point. Let me set the timer here for 60 seconds. I don't think we need 90 seconds for this. So we got some answers coming in here. Lucky Dog thinks I climbed the bluffs along the Mississippi River. I'm from St. Louis. That's a pretty good answer. I went geocaching in 5 different countries. That's a good answer. I like geocaching. I've traveled a lot. Nova Irene thinks that as well. Quit my job and drove to California at 18. I could have done that. Who knows? Nobody thinks I once broke my arm running from a boy. I'm happy about that. Oh, Jerry Holly. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah. All right, give a few more seconds here. Anybody need more time, or are you ready to see the reveal of the answer? See, we've got 15 people in the room here, and we've got quite a few answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, looks like we got 8 or so answers. Maybe some more people in here that might want to answer. I'll give 10 seconds here, and then we'll go reveal this. All right, let's go reveal it. It is geocaching, but pay attention here because there's some falsies in here. The first one, quit job and drove to California at 18. That is our moderator, Amy McFarland. She actually did that. It's not true about me, but it's true about Amy McFarland. So make note of that. So if that comes up, you'll know it. Once broke arm running from a boy. That was actually my daughter. Henry does it. How old was she, Chris? She was in like 7th grade, maybe, I think, something like that. Running from a boy and ran into a wall and broke her arm. Climbing the bluffs along the Mississippi River. This is fiction. If anybody knows me, they know I am quite afraid of heights, so you won't catch me climbing even up on a ladder very often. And I know people that have passed out on the Strip in Las Vegas from going there in trade shows, but I have never done that. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, we're going to do one about Artist on the Road here. Gypsy's on the call. She was our points leader last month. So we're going to start the timer here and put in 60 seconds for answers. What we're looking for is, did Gypsy recently go birding in Alaska? Did she start working at age 9? Did she play tennis with Venus Williams? Was Zsa Zsa Gabor her mother's babysitter? Or did she hitchhike in Mexico and Germany? Let's see what kind of answers we get coming in here on this one. That's nice, Sue. If your name comes up first, we'll do a second drawing if you want to spread the love here. I think Artist on the Road did that once as well. Sue was our points leader last month and won, and she also won our drawing Monday. Amy McFarland says started working at age 9. Jerry Holly says hitchhiked. Lucky Dog says Zsa Zsa Gabor. And on this one, unlike the trivia, we take your first answer. Try to only answer once, but we will take your first answer. I don't think I've seen anybody answering twice, but started working at age 9. JC Journey says hitchhike. Nova Irene says hitchhike. Looks like most people are thinking hitchhike. Nobody thinks she played tennis was with Venus Williams. Only one person thinks her mother was babysat by Zsa Zsa Gabor. All right, so we will go ahead and reveal the answer here. It is Zsa Zsa Gabor used to babysit her mother. Once again, we've got 2 in here. We've got JC Journey. They recently went birding in Alaska. Blue Wave Bob hitchhiked in Mexico and Germany. I just made the other ones up. All right, so once again, I will go back after this and I'll give everybody points. What we're playing right now counts towards May. So we're getting a jump start on May. Let's see, do we have any more of these to play? Yep, we've got one about JC Journey. I didn't realize I put this one right there. I think everybody probably should get some points on this one. Hey, Rev Tommy Two-Tone, thanks for coming in. We're just playing facts, falsies, and fiction about different channels. Right now, we're looking at what's the fact for JC Journey. Did they roll a truck carrying explosives? Did they recently go birding in Alaska? Were they recording podcasts before the iPod was even invented? Did they pass out at the top of the Gateway Arch? Or did they streak at their high school football game as a senior? Yeah, I'm glad to see everybody was paying attention because I did not realize I gave. And JC Journey, you can't answer on your own ones. You can't answer on your own ones, even though I just gave it away on the last one. So I think everybody's going to get 10 points on this one. If anybody answers anything besides number 2, we're probably in trouble because I gave the answer on the previous one. And Jerry Holly's just being funny here. That's better, JC Journey. If you're going to answer on your own, you've got to answer the wrong one just to throw people off. All right, everybody's going to get 10 points on that one. Let's go do the reveal here. There we go. Went birding in Alaska recently. So if you haven't checked out their channel, they do a lot on nature and birding stuff. And they do so beautifully. So if you haven't checked out their channel before, check it out now. So that's Facts, Falsies, and Fiction. We'll play. This is really my favorite game, and I need your help on this game. I need you to make sure that you send us, let me put that up here again, that you send us those types of facts. They can be something simple. They can be something unique, tragedy, broke your arm. We've got some different things here, like somebody was a pro dart player. We've got a bunch of other facts. I've got probably a couple dozen here already, but I want to get as many as I can so we can keep this game going all through the month. So if you can send us those, that would be greatly appreciated. Nova Irene, yep. I think you probably knew the one about the explosive because that was Blue Wave Bob. So Bob's very big in the community. He started a channel around a year ago, and he's started these lives, doing games on the lives, and really connecting channels. He takes a lot of time to help people. And him and Gary from Daydream About Nice Things have done some really cool stuff lately, last week or so, helping out somebody in the community. Actually, he's in here tonight, Jerry Holly. His wife is battling cancer. And so we've been raising funds for that. When I say we, I've been kind of participating in it, but it's really been a few other channels that have been instrumental in that. I don't have the link, Jerry. I don't know if any of our moderators have the link to Jerry Holly's fundraiser, but I need to get that for the next live that we do to pop that up there. We've raised over $6,000 so far, and I think the goal is $10,000. And I imagine if we reach 10,000, we're probably going to increase that goal. So it's a really great community, and we see that our moderator, who probably had to work today, was late to the game here, Aaron Jemison, so he missed all the fun, and he comes in saying chicken because that's his standard answer to most of the questions. So hopefully everybody likes the Facts, Falsies, and Fiction as much as I do. And let's see the next game before we wrap up for tonight. Paul Perazzi. We explained this. We've only got a couple of these games for tonight. I don't expect anybody really. We might get them. One of them might be fairly common because they use it as part of their icon for their YouTube page. So you might get that one. You probably aren't going to get the second one. So I might reuse it later after we get going. But this is really just to show you how the game works, see if anybody gets some of the points. And also encourage you to send us emails with your pet's information as well so we can get more in play here. So we're starting out with this first one. Whose animal, which channel has this animal? This animal's name is Hocus Pocus, aka Hokey. I think he's about 2 years old. He's a Beagle Terrier mix. Of course, he's a dog. He likes to hold hands and suck on earlobes. So it's not multiple choice, so you really got to know the channel here. So if this is your channel, do not answer. Or if you do answer a different channel than your own. We don't want to give it away by answering on your own channel. So we'll give 60 seconds here to see if anybody knows whose dog this belongs to. I need to have some Jeopardy music. Got some answers coming in. Artist on the Road. I think people are catching on. That's why I started with this one. I didn't want the first one to be a failure. Since their picture is the dog. Yep. I should have taken that picture out, but that's the only one that I had until she sent me these other two cute pictures. Artist on the Road. All right, we'll give it a few more seconds here. Obviously, anybody that sees these answers here, should get the point for that one. But that's how we're going to play it. So if we come back, all I need is basic information about the dog, Hocus Pocus, aka Hokey, something unique they do, and a picture if possible. That would be great. And then we can see here that everybody was correct. It is Artist on the Road. Let's do one more of those before we wrap up for tonight. This is all of our new games that we're going to play right now. Now, whose animal is this? I don't expect anyone to get this. They might, because they may be friends with this person. I have not seen them in the room tonight. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this. This dog's a Lab Chow mix. His name is Midnight, and he has a black tongue. He has a black tongue. Does anybody have any idea whose dog this might be? Let's see if we get any correct answers on this one. While we're doing that, I'm also going to change the banner back to the doggies. If you have pets, send us their name or a unique trait of the pets. So you can send it all in one email. You could tell me some unique facts about yourself and your channel. We can use those in Facts, Falsies, and Fiction. And if you have pets, you can also send that information all in one email to us at contactus@pawseffect.com. So we've got one answer in here for this one. Somebody thinks it is Blue Wave Odyssey's pet. Somebody thinks it's Box Fan D's pet. Those are a couple of channels. Our Epic RV. These are all good RV channels in the community. B&D Crafts, thanks for coming in. That name doesn't ring a bell. I'm not sure if I am connected to you, but I will go check your channel out after this as well. Give this about 30 more seconds and then we'll reveal the answer. Hope everybody's having a good time tonight. I'm pretty excited about the new games. We had a pretty decent attendance most of the night, going up against some other channels that are also live as part of the RV community. All right, I don't see any more answers coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and go reveal this. This is James Cantonese' dog. So when James isn't on tonight, they've actually, you guys could say a prayer about their family. They recently, I think it was I'm not sure of the sibling. It was a daughter or a son and his wife, but they had a grandchild that was not born yet, but it was late in the pregnancy and they lost the baby. And then I just heard today that I think it's his brother or his uncle. I think it's his brother is suffering from the virus and is not doing real well. So you can say a prayer for these folks. So James Cantonese is the answer. They've got a Lab Chow mix named Midnight. So you might see this one again since nobody got it tonight. We'll bring it back in maybe in a week or two from now, see if anybody remembers and catches it. So that brings us to a random giveaway. So we're towards the end of our session tonight. Let me go ahead and give you a couple of moments. I'm going to put this link in there in case nobody's added any comments. This is the video that we're looking for comments. I'll give you guys a couple of moments as I bring up that random generator. I'm going to stop sharing my PowerPoint now and go find that random generator that I use. Every comment that you put in on that video is an entry. If we draw your name, you get a $10 gift card. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up that random generator. If you guys have any questions, any feedback around the games, we love hearing it. We're going to do this random generator, and then we'll see if anybody else is live and go over and read their channels. Maybe there's some other fun games going on. Hey, Brian. B&D. There you go. B&D Crafts. Got it. Thanks for coming in. Hope to see you on some other sessions. I'm going to pull up that random comment generator. Newman Outdoors. Welcome. Welcome. Coming in late, we're going to play trivia all month of May. We're getting a jump start on it tonight. We give out some points. We give out some prizes. Right now, we're doing a random giveaway based on comments entered on that last link that I put in. So I'll give just a couple more moments here. We're a little ahead of schedule, about 5 minutes ahead of schedule. And while I'm waiting for people to finish up adding their comments there, if anybody's going to go over and, yep, you can go to the video now. You should be able to just click that link and just go over to that video, leave a comment or two, and come back over here and we'll do the drawing. I'll give you about 60 or 90 seconds to do that. And while I am waiting there, I will remind everyone that this month we are actually basing our month prizes on our total watch hours. So watch hours are important for a channel like the size of ours right now. We just passed 1,000 watch hours. So the next milestone is having, I'm sorry, we just passed 1,000 subscribers. The next milestone is 4,000 watch hours. Once we hit that, our channel will be monetized, and our channel is about paying it forward. So every penny that we raise once we monetize will go to our various charities. So the more watch hours you have for us this month, the higher the prize will be at the end of the month, and the higher the amount that we donate to charity. So we really appreciate you sharing those watch hours. It'll help us give more to charity and also be monetized on YouTube and give to charity that way. So let's go ahead and go over to my random comment generator here. We've got a total of 24 entries. Let me share my screen so that we can get this thing ready to go. There we go. Okay. Where did it go? There it is. 24 comments. Okay. So let me come back here and see, make sure everybody can see the screen. There we go. All right. Thanks, Moon Man. I appreciate that. I watched, I think maybe all of your videos last week. I ran all of your videos, or some of them at least. I can't remember. Some of the channels have only a few. Some of them have a bunch, but I watched some of your videos last week as well. 62 subs. Good job. Keep it up. Thank you, B&D Crafts. Our dog is cute. We've got two. We've got a Husky and a Great Dane. Our Great Dane seems to get a lot of the camera time because she's just a hoot. All right, let's go back and let's run this again. Let me just double check, make sure we got all the comments in there. 24 comments. And now we're going to go ahead. Drum roll, please. And we are going to pick our winner. Okay, so interesting thing is Sue won the other day, and she actually said if she wins, she wants for us to pick a different winner. So we're going to go ahead and pick a different winner. So we'll try that again and see if we get another winner to give the $10 gift card to. B&D Crafts. At the last second, you put in a comment and you win the $10 gift card. You do have to be present to win, and I was just chatting with you, so I know you're here. So what we need from you, Brian, is to send us an email at contact@pauseeffect.com. I'm putting it in the link right now, so you should be able to just go from chat and send us your email. Just send us an email from your email to say hi. If possible, we would love to hear a fact about you so we can play our facts, falsies, and fiction and use you in that game. Or also, if you have a pet or pets, give us some information on them. We'll add those into that game, and we'll also send out your $10 Amazon gift card. So thanks for coming. I think this will be your first night in here. We like the new members. So with that being said, let me see if there is anybody live right now that we can do a quick channel raid. And it looks like we've got a couple of options here, and I'm going to select this one because I know he's came to our lives before. I didn't see him tonight, but let me get the link and I'm going to put it in. This is Roy and Becky's Travels. They're good people. So once again, everybody, I thank you for spending 2 hours of your Wednesday night. We're on the downside of the week. And here in Missouri, we're on the downside of this stay-at-home order. I think we're going to get to start going out in public again making sure we follow those social distancing, but it'll start getting back to a little bit to normal starting next week. And we will call it a night. And if everybody wants to go over there to Roy and Becky, if you do click on this link that I just put in and you go say hi to Roy and Becky over there, they got about 10, 12 people in the room right now. Make sure you put in Pause and Effect Raid. Our Pause and Effect sent us, so they'll know we sent you over there. That being said, we'll see you on Monday morning if you can play. If not, we'll see you we'll see you on Friday morning this week, Monday morning next week, or if you can't play in the mornings, we'll see you next Wednesday night. Thanks, Mike and Teresa, meant to be, RVing. Thanks, Sue, Lucky Dog, RV, Ashes in April, Jody, JC Journey, Gypsy Artist on the Road, Amy McFarland, thank you for moderating. Everybody have a wonderful evening.